Dearest gentle reader, hi, I am Monsoon and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are here for the first time. So today I'm going to introduce my relationship with books to you through the questions that I'm going to attempt, which is called the BookTube Newbie Challenge. So let's not waste any more time and let's get started. So the very first question is, why did you start a BookTube channel? The reason is simply that I already exist on YouTube on another channel, and it had all of me, like books, regular vlogs, my med school life vlogs, singing that I do. But I wanted a separate space for books so that I can just have a lot of time, a lot of space to talk about books and books only. The next question is, what kind of videos do you plan to make? I'm planning to make TBRs, wrap up, review, vlogs, reading sprint, things like that. Next is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to YouTube? I think my extremeness and authenticity. Extremeness in the sense I'm very extreme in emotions. I emote very well if I'm happy about a book. I emote in certain ways if I'm very pissed off about a book, if I'm very sad about a book. I emote well, so that is good. And authenticity in the sense I am harsh about books also, because if I don't like a book, I will tell you. And also, I'm not trying to achieve a lot through this channel. I'm not trying to read 100 books a year and compete with all the big YouTubers. No, I'm trying to grow in my own way, and also encourage you to read even if just one book a year. That's also achievement. People who can read 100 books are very skilled. I have not gained that skill yet, but also I'm not pressurizing myself to do that. The next question is, what are you most excited about for your new channel? To build a community. I never had like a lot of friends who read, so I never had this bookish discussions. We never discussed and read and discussed books, never had a book club of some sort. So I am hoping to gain a bookish friends on this channel, a community there where we suggest each other books, where we discuss books, where we express our deep feelings, deep rooted feelings about books. That's what I want. Next question is, why do you love reading? That is such a difficult question because I don't know. I love reading since I know how to read. It's a very difficult question. I think I have to articulate it in words, and that is, it takes me somewhere place where I don't have to deal with my personal things, which is a very generic answer which everybody gives, but weird enough, it is true. It is true. I forget my problems. Books have pulled me out from so many dark things, so many dark places. I cannot really express how I feel about reading. Plus, stories. I love stories. That's why I love movies and series as well, because I'm a sucker for stories. So, books give you that permission to read and articulate all of that story in your brain. You give the place, the setting, the character, face, and the look. It's all in your mind. You do that. It's not less than magic. What book or series got you into reading? Secret Seven by Enid Blyton. That was the very first novel that I read and very first book series that I read. That's why that definitely got me more into reading. I had never ever read a novel. I always read storybooks, but I read. But that was the very first time that I read a novel and also a series. Next is, what are some of your favorite genres? Classics, literary fiction sometimes, and sometimes fantasy, Bildungsroman, and thriller. That also includes psychological thriller, mystery, detective fiction, all of that. Next question is, what books are you currently reading? Currently, that I'm filming this video, I'm reading just one book, and that is Madonna in the Fur Coat. I just started this book. I've not read a lot from this. I just started it. At one time, I read two books, but I've not started or even thought about the second book that I'm gonna read, which I read on my phone. So I read one ebook and one physical copy. So for physical copy, I'm reading this. I've not decided about my ebook. You can suggest me definitely if you want to suggest me some books that I can go and download and read. That's what. Next question is, what are some of your favorite books of all time? Oh my god. Wuthering Heights, Princess Diaries from Mecca Boat, Secret 7, Famous 5, Jane Eyre, Kafka on the Shore, Sputnik Sweetheart, A Little Life, Tomorrow, Tomorrow and Tomorrow. There are many. I just cannot like tell you about it. I don't even remember on the top of my mind because there are so many. But next is what are some bookish pet peeves? One, tiny font. I hate tiny fonts. When the book is very tight, you cannot really keep it open. When the book cover is not up to the mark, like the story is great but they didn't pay attention to the book cover. Also sometimes putting stickers on the books about like the adaptation that the book is getting, or maybe putting the actors on the cover, that also I hate. These are some. How often do you plan to upload? I'm planning to upload once every week. I hope so. Yeah. Where else can we find you online? Oh, you can find me on Instagram under the name Manuscript again if you wanna follow my Bookstagram account, and if you wanna follow my main account, that is Mons Montage, and I also exist on YouTube with the name Mons Montage. I'm also on the Goodreads with my name Monsoon Nayak. Okay, next question is what made you decide to start now? Again, I told you I wanted to grow space for books, just books. That's what. Next is, do you prefer physical books, e-books or audiobooks? Physical books, because I want to hold the book. I want to have it physically with me, like the feel of it. That's it. The last question is, what are your reading goals for this year? Reading goals is I'm also again trying to read 40 books, and I have this, for now I have some 5 books in my mind that I want to read this year. Those 5 books are Madonna in the Fur Coat, Sense and Sensibility by Jane Eyre, The Bird's Nest by Shirley Jackson, Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. My book is Atmosphere. The Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, that released just now. Like, it's the newest book of hers. So these 5 books I have thought of anyhow finishing in 2026. Other than that, we will see. I'll let you know in my TBR. That was my BookTube newbie tag challenge. I hope you had fun. Let me know some of your favorite books in the comments and suggest me some as well for my ebook read. I hope you had great time. So that being said, this chapter ends here. See you in the next one.